like how that looks.
You don't?
No. There. That's better.
I like the way you look.
Thanks, baby.
Can I say my...
They were freaking busy up there.
Were they?
Holy shit.
There you go. When they first opened.
It's insane. There's no way I could get up there when they first opened. You know.
I know that.
I'm being serious. I forgot to mute them
Okay.
during that whole thing. I'm not fibbing to you. Anyway, Good afternoon and welcome to Table Talk on 802 Scoop, live from 185 North Main Street in Barrie. It's been a little bit since last Thursday, I think, that we tuned in because we had some conflicting appointments on Tuesday, so we didn't come out and about.
Yeah.
We weren't in here on Tuesday. But it's good to see everyone. And anybody tuning in, say hey. We'd love to hear that you're here with us, to know that you're here.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, Glenn.
Can always count on Glenn.
We can always count on
Yeah.
Glenn every single time, no
Yep.
matter what, he's here. I got to find out if Glenn has a yard sign yet for John Hood. Did you get your sign yet, Glenn? John's going to go up and talk to Glenn as well.
Good.
And we will be talking to John some more
Yeah.
here on 802 Scoop. And I know that he'll be going out and knocking on some doors and looking forward to, well, pretty soon I'll be doing free hot dogs at the polls.
Man.
I know. I love doing that, though. It's so much fun. And hopefully Glenn will come up and join us again for that day.
That's right. It's only
So-
like about a month away now. Jeez.
Yeah. So where do you want to take it away? Let's start with upcoming council meeting. We know there's one Tuesday night coming
Yeah.
up, and a lot of stuff is happening at the meeting.
Yeah, 'cause we haven't-
It might be a little crazy there.
We haven't met for a while. We skipped a week. Yeah, it's going to be a busy night, Tuesday night. We have the Spalding High School State Championship Wrestling team coming in.
Which is awesome.
It's great.
First time in many, 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 many years.
Yeah, I think the last year that they won it was like 86 or somewhere around there. In between that, Mount Anthony Union out of Bennington won 36 or 37 consecutive state championships, which is a high school sport record for the United States for any sport.
Insane.
Isn't it?
Absolutely
Isn't it?
insane. But good to dial it back and have it back here at Spalding.
Yeah.
And
There's
awesome
like-
that you guys are going to recognize that achievement.
You know, I was looking at it. I was been working with Nick Karen to get the resolution thing. Nicholas was writing it, so I was kind of like the go-between between him and Phil, Nick. I think there's like 40 kids on that wrestling team. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Well,
And
I guess
they'll
that's
all-
counting the coaches and assistant coaches, but
And they're all going to come in.
and they're all coming in. They'll be
That'll be
recognized with a
awesome.
a city resolution. And yeah, that'll be cool.
That'll be an awesome night for
And
sure.
then we're going to have a special guest, James McGowan, former Officer McGowan, has been approved to come in and speak. He'll be giving a statement. That's all I know right now. I don't know how much is coming out of this, but
Or really what's coming out of it.
right.
You just know that he
He's-
asked to
he's
be able to
asked-
come and
he's asked to give a statement, and I think the mayor told him that would be fine, so he's coming in to do that. So there's going to be probably a packed house there Tuesday night. Then you have a regular agenda, so
yeah.
which might be fairly lengthy because, like I said, we haven't met in a couple of weeks. And,
Yeah.
yeah,
It should be an interesting night, and um, it's a tough decision for me because I really want to be there, and in a way, I think I should be there, and maybe even be live. I don't know. We might have to try to work that out somehow, but that's also the night that I do the meetings at
Yeah.
the Turning Point Center, and those are super important to me.
I know that.
Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. That's when the Open Hearts meetings are
And
at Turning Point.
I've gone to 2 or 3 of those now with you.
Yes.
And I know it means a lot to you,
It does.
and I think you're, how do I want to say, like you're like a calming effect for the the people that are there that are going through what you've been going through for years. And I think they really respect and enjoy having you there.
Yeah, it's definitely a tough decision, and truthfully, I will probably just continue to go to my meeting. You
Yeah.
know, and I'll tune in after and watch after, but it's not because I don't want to be there. It's hard. It's a tug in both directions because I feel really strongly about one, supporting the wrestlers, and two, also Officer McGowan. So it's it's a tough choice, but that may be
But
the way it is.
the council meeting you can watch at any time
Later on.
because it's
Right.
recorded, where your
Exactly.
meeting isn't.
Right,
So-
exactly. So, and I want to make sure that we mention right away that the Williamstown Fire Department has announced that it is with great sadness that they announced the passing of their current safety officer, Mike Grenia, maybe. I don't want to butcher his name, but I think it's Grenia. After his battle with cancer, Mike spent most of his firefighting days for several years with the Underhill Jericho Fire Department, where Mike grew up. Mike was well known throughout the state with not only his job, but the committee and organizations he had been a part of over the years. Mike came to us in 2015 when we needed his expertise the most. I was just starting out as a fire chief, and his years of administrative knowledge needed to function correctly is something that he needed to function correctly. Mike taught me a lot in the administration and guidelines of the fire service. Mike is credited for getting us started on electronic fire reports. Mike, through his job with the Vermont Department of Public Safety, helped organize the town's first ever Sound the Alarm event, which he told me was the biggest one the state had done thus far. Mike was an all-around great guy and a true dedicated person who gave his life to the fire service. Our thoughts and go out to his wife, Cindy, during this difficult time, and also anyone that knew and loved him. Mike, you will be missed by many. Rest easy. We got you from here. So, our sympathies to all of them as well. It's tough to lose somebody on a department because you truly become a family.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Make sure that we mention that this morning. Or this afternoon now, I guess. What else do we have going on? A traffic alert. Corey Hill Road crossing improvements. The Vermont Agency of Transportation will begin work on the STP 6115 Berrytown Corey Hill Road crossing improvement project on April 6th. This project is located on Corey Hill Road at the M&B rail line. So they're going to be doing track upgrades, installing new crossing signals, installation, advanced warning and pre-light system. So they're going to be doing several of those.
Yeah, so they're going to do that one, and I'm not sure if these are all in the same summer. Hill Street and South Main Street by Trow and Holden. And I know at one point they were talking about the one at Trow and Holden on South Main, was going to have the bars that come down. Now, I don't know if that's still in the original plan or
And
not.
that was going to be my next question, because that's what I had heard, that a couple of them will have the bars that come
Yeah.
down like what
And
is
it might have
on
been
the belt line.
It might have been South Main Street and Hill Street, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. But
I mean, I guess it's needed. I would think, I don't know about if the ones on South Main Street, I would think are as needed as the ones on Quarry
because
Hill.
you've got more
Quarry Hill.
visibility there. You can see both sides. It's wide, it's open.
The one on Quarry Hill just seems like it's a little bit more dangerous, and
Yeah.
it is open, but it's sharp. You're coming downhill.
Right.
It's double lane. It's
People tend to go a little faster on
they
Quarry
do.
Hill than they do on South Main Street.
yeah, they do.
And Hill Street, I guess I can see that one too, because it's not a wide opening. And you're coming through, either way you come, it's the side sight isn't that great. So
Yeah.
we'll see.
We'll see what happens with that. But interesting that it's interesting that they're choosing to do that one, I guess, first. I thought they were going to do it a little differently. I thought they had prepped all of this stuff
Well, I
down
thought
here first.
they kept talking about South Main Street. That was going to be the priority, but
Yeah.
hey, it's a state job. Who
Right.
knows?
And all of that changes. And speaking of state jobs, we are going to be having the state engineer in here very soon, just a couple of weeks. He's coming in, going to sit down with us, talk to us about what projects are coming up, what's on the agenda, what the projects are for Barry, what's on the agenda for Barry. As you've discussed a couple of times now, they've pushed some of the projects back, but then brought them
Now
back
they
a
brought
little
them
ways
back,
again.
but it's still at least 2 years out.
It's still a couple of years out for some main arteries in
basically,
and out of the city.
They were pushed out from 2026 to 2028. Then they went out to 2030, and now they're being brought back to 28 or something like that. But, it's a state. They dictate the main routes. It's
Glenn says after they paved the upper portion of Camp Street, it became a racetrack. Wait until they finish the bottom. And he says they
That's
could
on
use
this
some.
year, yeah.
Yeah, he said they could use some selective speed enforcement up there, and I agree. I was actually, I was coming up. I think it's Delmont. I was coming off, so you come up. It's a little bit of a knoll, but I wanted to turn right onto Camp Street the other day, and I looked, and there was nothing coming,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden, literally, there was a car there.
Yeah.
It was
But
crazy.
that is another one that has, not a very good sight distance.
No, not at all.
And you're coming up, and especially in the winter, you're coming up on that little knob. Yeah.
But the person coming down the hill they were flying. And for me to say that, that's saying something.
I was going to say that, but I thought it was be nice to Raylene Day today. So.
You did? That's what you thought? It was be nice to me today?
It's be nice to you every day.
All right. So Jiffy Mart, did you hear the news? Jiffy Mart had a big winner, $150,000 Powerball win. Came out of Jiffy Mart, number 433 in Barry from Wednesday's drawing.
Wow.
So somebody around here, well, hopefully around here. Hopefully
Yeah,
it wasn't
could be anybody.
somebody coming into town or something.
where's
Hopefully it was
Jiffy
somebody
Mart? Which one's
right
Jiffy?
down here where Dunkin' Donuts is.
Oh,
That's
that-
the
oh,
Jiffy
yeah.
Mart.
Oh.
And so $150,000 Powerball winner out
Wow.
of there. So that's no drop in the bucket.
No?
I know it's not me because I don't buy them.
Neither do I.
Yeah, so maybe Barb. Maybe Barb won. She buys those.
Boy,
And that's her store that she likes to get her tickets at. So you never know.
and then she'll spend it all at BJ's down in West Lebanon. Or in the casino.
Or the casino. I'm betting the casino. Better chances there for sure. Let's talk about Easter egg hunts. We know that there's one coming up this Saturday, right here at the Berry Civic Center. It's going to be in the BOR.
In the BOR. Yeah. Apparently they did it there last year too, I guess.
And there's different age groups and activities and all kinds of different things that you can check out when you're there. I mean,
And you know what? A good place to go because Saturday, 50% chance of rain.
so it's a good thing that you're inside. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. But it looks like it might be later in the afternoon though. So they might be on.
What I know is that tomorrow it says it's going to be 63 degrees, and that makes me really happy. Very, very
Yeah.
happy. I could definitely deal with that. I'm trying to pull up the Easter egg hunt for Barry, and it's not coming up for me for some reason. I'm getting all of the ones, all of the other ones, but not the one right here at the Civic Center. So I'll loop back to that one because I'm scrolling through them. I'll loop back to that one and give the details. But there's also one at the Bible Baptist Church on Vine Street in Berlin. We saw the post for that. They were just finishing stuffing the eggs, and they had like 30, what was it? Was it 3,500 eggs that night? We saw the post. Anyways, Glenn says it wasn't Barb. Does that mean it was you, Glenn? Or Barb already told you that she lost? But anyways, the Easter egg hunt at the Bible Baptist Church is this weekend as well. And holy cow, they stuffed a lot of eggs for sure. That starts at 2 p.m. So, and that's right on Berlin Street.
So the BOR egg hunt, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
Nice. And they have different age groups for that,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, but I'm just looking at the facilities calendar. Doesn't give you a lot of information, just the date and time and the event.
And that's all anybody really needs to know. I know
Yeah.
it goes up to age 10. Let's see, there's some in Virgins. They're all over the place this weekend. And then there's the apple pie breakfast or annual pie breakfast.
Not apple pie. They'll
Right.
have apple pie.
Well, this says apple, and then it says have apple pie on the annual pie breakfast. So April 25th, that's coming up. Mark your calendars for this. This happens at the Berlin Fire Department, happens every year, and it's a great fundraiser for them. They're a volunteer department. And when they say pie, they don't mean just fruit pies. You can bring chicken pot pie, meat pie, any kind of pie.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
not just like, chocolate cream pie, cherry pie, or apple pie. You can literally pizza pie if you want.
Meat pie.
Meat pies, pizza pies, any of that stuff. They do it all. So you really check it out, and like I said, it's a good annual fundraiser that they do, and in the past they've made some really good money, for sure. So check that out. Let's see, Hop into Spring, 131 Church Street in Burlington. They're doing a craft fair type festival. Check that out. Why my phone keeps bouncing back and thinking that we're in Essex Junction, I'm not sure. But that's what it's doing to me as I start scrolling. Must be whatever signal we're on. I don't know. But anyway, we'll post all the egg hunts. There are a ton of them. A lot going on this weekend.
Yeah. There's a AAU tournament type thing this weekend too. It's a 1 day thing.
Right, because Sunday's Easter. Yeah.
You figured that out.
Uh-huh.
I had no idea. You knew what it was.
Well, it kind of all of a sudden dawned on me that, oh yeah, that's why there's only games on one day. It's a freaking holiday. But yeah, that's happening. What are the games this weekend, though? The whole list. How can people find the list? It's kind of a hard.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is the app that you use?
Well, this is called Game Changer, and it's just set up for like Jordan's teams. He's got his, everybody that's in Game Changer has their own teams that they can post information. They can post tournaments. This is it's a 1-day tournament. I think Travis Paquette does this one. He does it every year. It's a 1-day thing, and there's games at Williamstown. There's games at Berlin. I'm not sure where else. I know we're going to one in Berlin and one in Williamstown. And I think they use probably East Montpelier too, and But this is 3rd and 4th grade girls and 5th and 6th grade boys that we're going to.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's fun. I love to go. I love to watch the kids.
Yeah.
They have a great time. And last weekend was pretty intense. They had a couple of
That's a
really kick-ass games.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to say kick-ass.
Not?
Well, not when you're talking about the kids, probably. But they really did have some really good games.
Yeah,
They were fun to watch. It was fun to watch. It's always fun to watch anyways. But and then we found out that they have a little like car competition. Some people play, I Spy on the way to
Oh, yeah.
the games. And your family does, what color is Jeff and Raylene's Yeti's going to be today?
Yeah.
Yeah. They take little bets on
They
what
have a little
colors we're
pool
going to have.
going, I guess, who
Yeah.
gets the right colors.
Yeah. So, which is funny.
And
But
you've got enough that we can keep mixing it up.
yeah, we do. I have plenty of them. So another Easter event happening is at the Funny Farm on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
On right on Route 302. It was
Laguerre's.
and then Thomas's Garden. But that is happening this weekend also from 10 to noon. The Easter Bunny will be there.
Ooh.
So go check that out. They also have a egg hunt and other different Easter-themed games and different types of things going on for the kids. So that's happening as well. And then Saturday at Emsley's, you have the annual Easter play date, and that is from 9 to 3. You can bring your kids down there, and there's goats and chickens and bunnies and
Really?
all those things. I want to go just because there's going to be
Does the
baby
Easter
goats.
Bunny show up too?
There's going to be baby goats, yes, and all kinds of crafts and different things that happen. But let's see, we'll also have face painting, balloon animals for the kiddos to leave with, and more. So check that out. That's happening at Emsley's, and it starts at 9 a.m. And then the Easter Festival, and this is happening at 535 U.S. Route 302 in East Barry. The Easter Bunny is confirmed that they will be there from 10 to 12 on April 4th. Immediate photos you can have, so that's awesome as well. That's happening too. Wilkins is having an adult-only Easter egg hunt.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. What
Yeah.
what does that mean?
I have no idea. They're going out to look for eggs, I guess. I don't know.
But what, adult-only? What would you put in an adult-only Easter egg? I just want to know.
Guess you might have to go and find out.
Like, any ideas? Is anybody that's listening, what would you expect to find in an adult-only Easter egg hunt at a Harley dealership? Maybe cash.
Maybe cash. Maybe a gift certificate. So much off on a new bike.
I mean, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
I don't know how interesting it'll be, but it sounds like it could be a great time. Those two things together. Anyway, head on over to Northfield for their Easter egg hunt. It's the Rotary Easter egg hunt that's happening also on Saturday, and that starts at 10 a.m. at the Northfield Falls Ballpark on Burnham Road. Bring your own baskets, ages 1 to 10, rain or shine. And I think I heard that the weather's supposed to be fairly okay as far as rain.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's going to be as warm as it is tomorrow, but I don't think that they're calling for rain.
Well, Sunday, this says
But it's
52
Saturday.
degrees. Oh,
But
Saturday.
Saturday.
Okay, so Saturday, it says 57 degrees, 50% chance of rain. But let's see what time
You'll
it
be
is.
fine. Glenn says they're going to have gummies maybe.
The rain is,
That's his guess.
yeah, well, you never know.
Special gummies, Glenn?
So the rain Saturday isn't until 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. So see,
And windy too.
yeah, but that's a great weekend or great morning. Saturday morning will be a
Yeah.
great morning for
Good
that.
thing it's not Sunday, because Sunday, starting from midnight to noon, 85% chance of rain.
Wow.
So I guess you could call that a rain day.
Yeah, for sure. We don't want that. And then we have so we have some upcoming events too that we want to talk about. The Spring Fever the Spring Fever Festival. Almost said Fall Festival.
Yeah,
That doesn't
that
work.
would have
Spring
been a-
Fever Festival that's coming up on April 18th. That's being put on by Summer Street Tavern. And of course, we're a part of that. Many other local businesses are a part of that. It's going to be a great day down here. Race cars, live music, face painting, all kinds of different pop-up vendors.
When is that one?
Different events. That is the 18th of April. And then the very next day, the 19th, Donna Thunder and I will be at the Den, and that is for the Brittany Burt Memorial Bingo fundraiser. Donna and I will be calling the numbers and raising a little heck and just having a good time for that
Yeah.
fundraiser. It's always a good time. It's a lot of fun. They raise a lot of money, and they've given thousands of dollars in scholarships over the last few years, as well as the friendship benches that they put in the community and in the schools. So that's going to be one busy weekend.
Yeah, I will probably be.
Between the two.
I will be at AAU games.
You will be at AAU games, and I will be at those events live and participating and all of that good stuff. And then next weekend, and I'm not sure why this is next weekend. Usually we wait and we do it the third weekend, but maybe it was because the third weekend is so busy. But I'm told that next weekend, the 11th, is when we will be doing Michael on a Mission at Tasty Bites. And this month's recipient of that fundraiser is the VFW, Post 790, right here on Route 302. So come on down, join us for breakfast. All of your tips go directly to the VFW. And then for the entire rest of the month, they collect funds. You can donate money there anytime you want, all through the rest of the month, in what they call the treasure box. So, yeah.
18th and 19th, I'll be in the Rutland area for AAU.
For AAU.
Yep, and it looks like the 11th and 12th at Lamoille.
But we'll be able to go to breakfast maybe, depending
Yeah,
on
we
when
could probably
the
do
games
that.
are.
Yeah.
Because breakfast only takes an hour. And I'm starting to get a little bit better about getting up super early in the morning. A little. Just a little.
Microscopic, I think is what they would call it.
So anyway, check that out. All the breakfast. We'd love to see you for the breakfast.
Yeah. 'Cause
And
this week what did I say?
spring-
We were doing Berlin and Williamstown. Is that what we were doing?
Berlin and Williamstown. That's
Yeah.
what we agreed because there's too many different directions.
Yeah, 'cause
and
there's-
too close in time, so we wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, there's a game like at Hazen, 8 a.m. I think that's one of Bell's games. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, we're going to do one of each this week because it's only a one-day tournament.
That's
so.
right. So and who knows, and maybe it'll change and we can get to more than that. But one of each for now. We need to go Easter shopping.
Oh, that's right.
Tomorrow we're going to get that done. We got to get the Easter shopping done and out of the way. And because we have not done that yet. So, yeah, that'll be good. What else do we got?
I don't know. Oh, well, the auditorium's all shut down. Everything's done. I stopped in, picked something up from Joel yesterday, and they're going to be putting tarps, I guess. They're going to, the carpeting is down because the last event was the Trappers Banquet, which is good, so the hardwood floor is covered. But to keep, any dust, dirt from getting, too much on the carpeting, they're going to put large tarps over all of that because they will be working in the gym area. I was told the heating system they're doing is going to run on the two ends, the basketball net ends of the gym, up in the ceiling, and that will blow the heat down in. I think they are leaving some of the radiators, to keep it warm down below. But yeah, they're shut down and it won't be open until around November 1st.
That's a long while, but there's a lot of work to do there. So I'm excited for the changes. I know a lot of people are,
Yeah.
especially when it comes to the thought of air conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I mean,
seems to be like the big deal.
It sits unused for most of the summer. I mean, some people do some basketball in there and pickleball. They do that in the morning before it gets hot. But, you could get concerts in there in the summer. If you have air conditioning, you can do anything in there in the summer.
Glenn says, doesn't heat rise? Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think this isn't going to be the heat. This is going to be the AC. So they got ceiling fans in there that haven't worked for a long time. There's just so much that needs to be done. And they go, 6 months to do it?
Yeah. Well, let's hope they can get it all done.
Yeah.
All of that stuff, too, is scary because everything costs so much money. And you go in with a plan, but nothing ever goes as planned. So knock on wood that this does because it's been a long time coming, for sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Glenn says AC will definitely be that'll be a improvement.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Even
Will
when
be
you're
a
there
great
just for
improvement.
the 8th grade graduations and the Career Centers Awards presentations, they're in there in May, and it's getting warm in May.
Yeah, I agree. Well, and it's warm anywhere when you pack a bunch of people in.
Yeah.
So, and let's face it, you can pack a bunch of people in there. You can't pack 3,000 people or 5,000 people,
5,000
like
people,
I've heard said before.
Yeah, well,
but you can pack quite a few in there.
Somebody was smoking something that night.
Yeah. Well, what is the capacity?
About 1,600.
1,600.
Yeah.
And I think you guys got close
We
to that a
had-
couple of times during the
So,
tournaments.
Before the tournament started, we had Nick Copping, the fire marshal, come in, and we wanted to know exactly what's the capacity. And so it evolved into this plan where Nick brought up these materials from Massachusetts. When they had the bar that had a big fire, it was a nightclub fire. They couldn't get everybody out. About 100 plus people died in it. So they've come up, the state of Massachusetts came up with this plan, and you have people, so like someone like me and the other people that volunteer, we're in there to help people find their seats and, keep the tournaments running. We have now been trained where all the exits are, how many people you can have in the place. What do you do if, an alarm goes off or these doors start closing? So we've been trained how to handle that. And anybody that rents that has a good size event, I don't know if Copping's come up with a number yet that this kicks in. You have to have people on your group, whether they're volunteers or paid staff, trained in this process. So, with that, we had them go through with a state fire marshal. They actually measured the bleachers and determined how many people you can get in the bleachers. Now, there's little numbers on those bleachers, and they're probably 15 inches apart. And I was told that back when they first had the bleachers in, you had to sit. If you bought a ticket and it said row 1, seat 1, you had to sit there on those bleachers. Well, over the years, they've determined that people have become wider. So there aren't very many 15-inch wide people anymore. So basically, I think it came out to like 22 or something like that, 23, 22. So they take that and they come up with the number of bleachers, and it tells you exactly, well, not exactly, but at least close to your capacity. And they came up with 1,600.
Nice.
And
Which is still, that's a pretty big venue for the area.
And it doesn't matter what the show is, all right? Because some shows have seating on the floor and in the balcony, in the bleachers. You still have to abide by that 1,600, all right? Because you can't go, 800 people in the bleachers and then, another 700 or so on the floor. Whatever it works out to, it's 1,600, period. If you're otherwise you're in violation. So.
And we don't want that.
Nope.
And that's something that you all even did some training and whatever on.
Yeah, I had to take
year.
a training online, and I had to take a test after I took the training, and you have to get 80% to pass. You get a little certificate that says you've passed, and you're a crowd control expert now. Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
I'd make a good crowd control expert.
Yes, you would.
As long as I could have a bat.
Yeah, what?
A bat.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, I'm only picking. No, I wouldn't. Because people have different views on what that means and is supposed to do. We found that out this year during the ushers shouldn't usher.
You shouldn't put your hand on anybody, apparently.
Right. Apparently.
Because we did have
ushers should not usher.
Right. So we had an incident one night. So when the games are on, we have people at each corner of the court, and you can't go across the court during games. That's just it. You don't.
Well, and you shouldn't anyways, because it's not good for the floor, right?
Right. Even though you're on the ends, you're not right on the court itself. You're on the ends of the court. In between, like a timeout or in between quarters, an usher will help you go across. Well, someone wanted to go during the game. One of the ushers stopped the person and told the woman that you can't cross. So he put his hand on her back, somewhere in the middle of her back, and walked her across. Well, then she posted something online. She was manhandled and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So
it's unfortunate.
It is, because now people that you could get to volunteer are probably gonna say, I want nothing to do with that shit. I don't want to get sued because I put my hand on somebody's back.
Well, and I think that has happened with so many things. I mean, we've talked about it before. I think that people. I don't know. I think that.
Everything
really, I think men are scared to death to do just about anything anymore.
Everything gets overblown now.
It does. And you just don't know. You never know what is acceptable anymore. And you've kind of, and that's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, I got shit on in that whole thread because I said I thought it was just somebody being a gentleman.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't think it was a big deal, but that's just me, I guess. I don't take things quite so literal, and I don't get offended easy. But maybe that's because I'm offensive. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, no, it's,
But I grew up in a different time where that was something, that I think is just being a gentleman.
yeah.
Yeah. And it was acceptable, and I wish that men could still be gentlemen without getting shit on.
Yeah.
I mean, there are crappy people no matter what. There are crappy men, there are crappy women, but I don't think that person was being crappy. I think
No,
that they were
he was
being
just-
a gentleman.
He was just assisting the person across the floor.
Yeah,
And
it's unfortunate how things like that get like all crazy sometimes. It's unfortunate because then when you really want, somebody to be a gentleman, they're not because
Yeah.
they don't. When you're broke down beside the road and they're like, "Oh hell no, I'm not stopping."
right.
You can't blame them. Not at all. Rise Up Bakery today. I should go there and get some stuff today.
Thought they only open on Wednesdays.
No. No. Thursday is when the focaccia comes
Oh yeah.
to the window. As soon as the window opens at 3:30. They're marinated tomato and garlic. Oh, amazing. Absolutely amazing. You have to have that. I'm going to go get some. But today they're making rye, and it actually takes them 3 days to make it. But if you haven't been over there to the Rise Up Bakery, you really should go over and check it out. They have some amazing stuff.
I've never checked it out.
So good.
Huh.
Yeah. And Larissa's she's great. I love to, get to stop and talk to her for a little bit. She's amazing. And her husband too. I mean, he's doing all the baking
Yeah.
and working and all that stuff, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, we could take one of the bread baking classes someday.
Really? Yeah. My mother had one of those bread makers. You know, the electric ones you put on your shelf.
Yes, I remember those.
Yeah.
I've never had one of those.
That was a big hit back in the day. You know, everybody ran out, bought those bread makers.
Yeah, that's not something I ever did. Burn permits. Barrytown Fire Department has put out burn permits are required for all fires larger than a campfire in the town of Barry. Permits are free and easy to get. So call the fire warden at 802-498-8694 and leave a message. The fire warden will contact you about your permit. So 'tis the season. We've already seen on the news a couple of really bad brush fires. It seems wet. You would think it was wet after all the snow, but it's actually super, super dry.
Yep.
Stick season. It's the ugliest season of the year, I think. It's just gross. Everything is dirty, sandy, gross. It's not a pretty time of year at all, like what you would think spring. Glenn says, what about the city? I haven't seen anything posted for the city yet. I'm assuming
Well,
they
they
would
do
require,
issue burn permits, and
Yeah.
you do have to have one.
Right, you have to have one even for, and you pay an annual, I think, in the city.
Yeah.
There's an annual fee for burn permits. And if Barb was on, she'd be telling us because it pisses her off. Because last year she paid for her permit, never got to use it, never got to burn because the burn ban was on all year. And she wants to know why she has to pay for a burn permit, but all of the encampments do not. And last year, the majority of the fires that were had that she kept hearing on the scanner were at an encampment. And
Homeless?
because they were burning, and they don't get fined, they don't have to pay for the permit, all of that stuff. But she has to pay for the permit, and she would get fined. So that really pisses her off. and understandably so. I mean,
Well, yeah. What are you going to do with them?
if you're held
Take them
accountable
and throw them in jail?
right, exactly. But understandably so that would piss her off, though. That she has to pay it, and if she said, "Screw you, I'm going to burn anyway," and they came, she'd get fined and
Yeah.
she'd be expected to pay it. So I know they do require them even for the little backyard fire pits. Glenn says, "Me too." It pisses him off too, and I'm sure many others. So, but
I think when you come down to get a burn permit, I think they come up and they look at what you're using, what you have for a pit.
and then go from there.
Yeah.
What you need,
Yeah.
and if you have to call every time and all of that stuff.
I don't think you have to call every time when you're having one.
Yeah, I don't think so either, unless it's going to be a bonfire or
Right.
something like that.
Yeah.
And then before we go, I want to mention that we have a new presenting sponsor of our advertiser of 802 Scoop, and that is called Curvy Steel Cleaning and Curvy Steel Mist. And so it's this young woman that is out of Hardwick. She goes all over, serving Caledonia, Lamoille, Washington, and Orleans counties. Her and her crew, but they clean and then they sanitize. They do also commercial, residential, but I mean, they will come in and just do your household cleaning. People hire cleaners all the time. And so they do that, as well as this one step further where they sanitize and do this crazy, get rid of all of the germs thing. I don't know how else to put it. But she's going to come in here and put it differently. She's going to give a little demonstration. Should have her go up in the news studio. Right, put her in the news studio and have her do it. But yeah, so she'll be in here to talk to us soon. Curvy Steel Cleaning, 802-224-6315. Look for them here. We also have another new sponsor / advertiser that is coming up. And I can't wait to talk about all of that too. Danny's RV. He is a mobile RV unit, does anything and everything fixing RVs. He's out of Rygate, goes all over. We'll be talking about him, all the services he does offer. He can come to you. You can go to him. He has a big garage. And he also does all the upgrades. So if you want to travel and boondock and do all those things in your RV, he'll help you do that, help you do it affordably, and get it all figured out. Or before you buy something, go and talk to him and let him help you figure out exactly what you should be buying. Don't just go out and do it. And because some people, they buy way more than what they're going to need, is what he says. And he'll truly be honest with you about it and not let you get taken advantage of, because some people, it's just like a car or anything else. You go and you buy this crazy model, and it's not even close to what you need. So Danny will be in here talking with us soon as well. And then we have two more new sponsors that are coming right up. Not going to announce them yet because we're kind of finalizing some graphics and things like that for them. And when we do announce, they will be in here to announce with us. So looking forward to that too. And we hit another mark this week. So we're now at 13,000 followers. Actually, as of this morning, 13,100. So growing every day.
Right.
I remember just 2 months ago, we were saying we want to reach 10,000, and here we go. So the new goal is 15. I have no doubt that we'll meet it by our 1.5 year mark, and hopefully even more.
Great.
Yeah, I think so. Anything else?
I don't think so.
It's two things. April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month, so we'll be.
So I'm supposed to drive and distracted?
No, you're not supposed to drive distracted, and we're going to talk about that And you're supposed to see all cows and everything. No distractions
You're right.
at all. You're supposed to see everything. So we
You're
know
relegated to the passenger seat.
the guys from the sheriff's department will be coming in here and talking to us about that. Mark, I believe, will be away, if he's not away already, to the FBI Academy thing that he was going to. But they'll be in here talking to us. I'm not sure which ones are coming for this.
Yeah.
Because of that. But it's also Alcohol Awareness Month, and that doesn't mean that we want to be aware that you can go down to the Beverage Baron and buy a handle of Captain. That means that we're recognizing that alcohol is also a drug, and that it's actually used more. There's more alcohol addiction than there is drug addiction. And a lot more people die of it, and people don't talk about it anymore. It's like the drugs and the talk about drugs took over, and people don't even, like, drinking is no big deal. And so it's Alcohol Awareness Month. So we'll be talking about that too, have some guests coming in on It's No Secret, and we'll probably just do it here as well. To talk about that and some upcoming events with that. Yeah. Are we good?
We're good.
You got
I
anything
think.
else?
I got nothing.
All right. Make sure you tune in tomorrow for the girls. They'll be here tomorrow night, 5:30 for 4 quarters. They got all kinds of stuff. Let's see. Be nice if people would see the lights and stop. I'm thinking, so are you talking like stoplights, the traffic lights, or are you talking about emergency services, Glenn? Well, and I think either one. I think that people don't pull over for emergency services, and people do often run the red lights, especially right here in the city. I saw somebody blow through the Maple Avenue intersection. That's just freaking nuts. The
Yeah.
four-way down here by the old Mr. Z's. To blow through that, you
Yeah.
got to be straight up stupid to blow through that one. Absolutely crazy. But anyways, tune in for the girls tomorrow night, 5:30. And then Mike Taglivia, Right Side Up, tomorrow morning at 7. Maybe we'll bring you some live footage from one of the games,
Yeah.
but we'll see. I like to have permission from parents before I do such a
Yeah.
thing, and before I'm posting their kids all over the place. But and then make sure you mark your calendar for this month's Michael on a Mission, because all proceeds for that fundraiser go to the VFW right up here on Route 302 in Eastbury. So have a great weekend. Happy Easter. Get out, enjoy some egg hunts with the kiddos, and yeah, have fun.
Get your lawn rakes.
And there
ready.
are places open. Tasty Bites is open. They're doing a ham dinner.
Yeah.
There are restaurants open. There are places doing brunches and different things. I'll get all of those posted as well. And yeah,
Good.
we'll see you next week
Yep.
on Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Huh.
Yep.
Have a good one, everyone. Stay safe.